All right, let's talk about something we all do, or at least we think we do. Multitasking. It feels like a requirement for modern life, right? But what if I told you it's a total myth, one that's actually slowing you down and making you worse at your job? Today, we're diving into why your brain literally can't do it all, and what you should be doing instead.
So let me ask you straight up. Do you think you're a good multitasker? Come on, be honest. Most of us probably do. We wear it like a badge of honor, right? Juggling a million things at once. Emails, Slack messages, that big report. It feels like you're some kind of productivity superhero.
Well, I hate to be the one to burst your bubble, but what if that feeling of being on top of everything is a complete illusion? What if, while you feel like you're crushing it, you're actually just sabotaging your own brain? Because, the actual neuroscience, it tells a very, very different story. And honestly, it's kind of scary. So, let's get right into it. We're going to expose what I'm calling the great multitasking myth. Okay, so here's the core of the myth. We like to think our brain is like a fancy multi-core computer, just running a bunch of programs at the same time, all smooth and seamless. But the reality? It's not that. At all. It's more like a really stressed out plate spinner at a circus, frantically running from one wobbling plate to the next, just trying to keep everything from crashing down. Your brain isn't doing things in parallel. It's rapidly, and I mean rapidly, switching between them, one at a time.
So what's actually happening inside your head during all this frantic switching? It's what we could call your brain's switching glitch. See, the proper term for what's going on isn't multitasking, it's task switching. And that word switching is everything. It means your brain isn't doing two things at once. Nope. It's constantly having to stop one task to start another, then stop that one to go back to the first one, over and over and over again.
And every single time you switch, even for a split second to glance at a notification, your brain has to go through this whole three-step dance. First, it has to disengage. It's literally like closing down one program and putting all the tools away. Then it has to reorient, which means it has to pull out a whole new instruction manual for the new task. And finally, it re-engages by firing up a completely different part of your brain. Now, this happens incredibly fast, sure, but it is absolutely not free. It comes with a cost.
And here's where it gets really interesting and a little bit messy. The switch is never clean. It leaves behind this gunk. Scientists actually call it attention residue. Think of it like this. When you switch from writing a report to checking an email, a part of your brain is still thinking about the report. It's like leaving a bunch of mental sticky notes all over your new task, so you can't ever give your full 100% attention to what's right in front of you.
So all this switching and all that leftover mental gunk, it adds up. It's like a hidden tax on your productivity that you're paying every single day without even realizing it.
And this tax has a name. It's called switch cost. And no, this isn't just that frazzled feeling you get at the end of the day. This is a real, measurable drop in your performance. Every time you switch, you get a little slower and a little less accurate. You're working harder, but you're actually getting less done. It's a terrible deal.
And just how big is this tax? We'll get ready for this. The research is pretty clear. All this constant switching can tank your productivity by up to 40%. Let that sink in. 40%. That's the equivalent of losing 2 full days of work every single week. Just gone.
And it's not just about being slower, it's about being sloppier too. Just a quick interruption, like a single notification popping up, can spike your error rate by as much as 20%. The more you juggle, the more balls you're going to drop.
It really all comes down to this idea. You feel super productive, but that feeling is just a mask. As this quote puts it, the illusion of productivity masks the real cost: reduced memory, lower accuracy, and greater cognitive strain. You're paying a huge price for a feeling that isn't even real.
Okay, so you might be wondering, why are our brains like this? Why aren't we just better at multitasking? Well, the answer has to do with a fundamental design feature, or maybe a bug, depending on how you look at it. It's the brain's attention bottleneck.
Here's the simplest way to think about it. The command center of your brain, this area called the prefrontal cortex, it's basically a single core processor. It's incredibly powerful, for sure, but it's designed to do one thing really, really well at a time. It's built for deep focus, not for scatterbrain switching. And this single core processor is in charge of all the important stuff. We're talking planning your future, making tough decisions, solving complex problems, and the big one, focusing your attention and tuning out distractions. So when you try to make it do 3 of those things at once, you're just creating a traffic jam in the most important part of your brain.
And this isn't just a cool analogy.
There's a real scientific model for it called the central bottleneck theory. It basically proves that your brain can only push one conscious thought or task through its main processing channel at a time. Everything else has to literally get in line and wait its turn. There's a queue in your head.
Okay, so that's the bad news. Our brains are hardwired to be terrible multitaskers. But the good news is there is absolutely something we can do about it. It's time to talk about how to reclaim your focus.
And the antidote couldn't be simpler. It's one word: monotasking. Yeah, doing one single thing at a time. I know it sounds revolutionary, right? But it's about giving one task your complete, undivided attention.
If you're wondering where to even start, one of the best ways is the Pomodoro technique. It's super simple. You pick just one task. You set a timer for 25 minutes, and for those 25 minutes, that is your entire world. No phone, no email, nothing. You just work. Then you take a 5-minute break. Rinse and repeat. It's a game changer, I promise.
And hey, there are plenty of other tools for your toolbox. You could try time blocking. You literally schedule focus time on your calendar like it's a meeting with your boss. Or task batching, which is genius. Instead of answering emails as they come in, you do them all at once in a single focused session. Or maybe the easiest and most powerful tip of all, just silence your notifications. Seriously, build a little fortress of focus for yourself.
So I want to leave you with a challenge, not just a summary. We know now that multitasking is a trap. It's costing you time, it's hurting the quality of your work, and it's draining your energy. The real superpower is focus. So my question to you is this: what's the one thing, just one, that you're going to monotask today?